Hey there, we're taking a look at Bioshock running on the i5-1135G7. Now this is currently the original Bioshock running at 1080p, and the game itself doesn't actually have a lot of graphics settings, so nothing was really changed. It's all kind of just set to whatever the high is. I don't have anti-aliasing on, just because one, I didn't feel like it was necessary, and I also don't know what type of anti-aliasing it was. But for the most part, the performance on here is actually really fantastic, which you would hope for considering the game is pretty old, but it's such a classic. And I had an absolute blast playing on here. Definitely very nostalgic. This is one of my favorite games. It's so atmospheric. It's so good. The graphics definitely are a bit dated now here and there, but it has an art style that I think has held up throughout the years. And getting this level of performance is just great to see. It's exactly what I would want out of this. It's just fantastic performance. And if you're going to play the game, I would recommend just playing at 1080p. Don't even bother with 720p. You don't really get that big of a boost in performance, and the visuals just get degraded. Now, the game itself also does have a remaster. And that remaster was a kind of a controversial one. I didn't really look into it too much. I really didn't have that much of an interest in it. But they did give it away for free for everyone who owned the original. I don't know if, they still, do that. I mean, I don't think you can buy the original one anymore. I think you can only buy the remaster. And that is very unfortunate because the remaster is not that great. As you can see, this is the remaster right here, and it visually does not look that much different. I wouldn't really say it's that much of an improvement. It's just subtle here and there, not really that noticeable. You will see that there is kind of a noticeable hit to performance though. And that's because this game, or the remaster rather, introduces a lot of micro stutter into the game. You will be walking around and then it'll just suddenly stutter and you'll feel it. You won't necessarily fully see it, but you will feel it, and it is a very consistent problem, and it's very annoying. And another thing that is consistent throughout the remaster is that texture pop-in is constant. You pretty much have to be looking directly at an object for the normal quality textures to be loaded in. If you just look away, you'll see the ground there, it just popped in. It's such a common occurrence with this, and I don't know if it just has to do with the fact that, we're running on integrated graphics, so we're using dedicated, or rather not dedicated RAM, we're just using the system RAM. So maybe that's what's causing this. I'm not 100% sure, but it is a big annoyance. I would not play the remaster. I would just play the original. If you can't get your hands on the original, then I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I'm sorry that you're going to have to deal with this. It's definitely worth playing, and I could put up with this. What I could not put up with, really, was the crashing. There was two occasions where it crashed on me. One where it was during the, intro section, so I had to restart the game all over again. And then a little bit after this section, I was just playing, and it ended up crashing on me. So that's as far as I went on the remastered version. I had played further on the original, but with the remaster, this was it. This was as far as I could get without it crashing twice on me. So very unfortunate. If you can play the original one, definitely works fantastic on this chip, but the remaster, brutal. So we're gonna be looking at Bioshock 2 later to see how that goes. I'm guessing the remaster is probably as dog shit as this though, so we'll see.